Hey, what's going on everyone? Sean Mitchell, Denver real estate agent with Compass, and in this video, I want to talk about 3 things you should consider before putting your house on the market, or 3 things that will help you determine whether you should even put your house on the market, because it may not be a good idea. The first thing that you should consider is how much your house is likely to sell for. Now, the best way to do this is to work with a real estate agent and have that individual pull recent comparables, homes in a similar size, similar square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms in your area that have sold in the last 6 months. This will give you a gauge for what your house is likely to sell for. And when I'm working with a potential seller, I typically will do a price range. I never want to promise that a house is going to sell for a specific amount, and I think that that's appropriate when setting the right expectations. So I'll do a good, better, best. Here's what would be a best case scenario, worst case scenario, and here's a likely scenario somewhere in the middle. Once you've determined what your house is likely to sell for, that same real estate agent should be able to run what's called a net sheet. A net sheet is basically how much you would net at the end of the sale, or when you get to the closing table. There are costs that are incurred with listing your house, and those things should be factored into that sale price. So when you have that net sheet, it'll tally everything up, and you'll be able to get a good estimate for how much you would walk away with at the end of the day, and maybe how much you'd be able to put down on that next house that you purchase. And the last thing that you should consider is, do you need to make any updates or repairs or revisions to your house before putting it on the market? I think this is also something that a real estate agent can provide some value in, but you probably already know the things that you need to do to get your house ready. How much are those things going to cost, and what types of services are you going to use to get those things done, to prepare your house to put on the market and to put it in the best light possible for those photos and videos that your agent will use to market your property. You could hire a contractor, but sometimes the timeline that they have to get out and take care of your property may not fit into the timeline that you want to work on your house. So one thing that I've done and recommended for my sellers is to hire laborers through apps like TaskRabbit, and you can see their rates, their skill set, and it's a really seamless process. It's kind of like the Uber of tasks for home repair and home renovations. And some real estate brokerages will actually give you a bridge loan to be able to make those repairs, and you then pay that back out of your proceeds at the closing table. My real estate brokerage, Compass, actually does this, and I think it's a really nice thing for situations where you know that a particular repair or renovation is going to have a huge lift in the sale price. Of course, I'd always recommend talking about the pros and cons of doing that renovation or repair before you actually spend the money to do it, because sometimes it may not be in your best interest to make that renovation or repair. All right, that wraps up the 3 things that you should consider before deciding to put your house on the market or not. Was this helpful? Sound off in the comments down below, and if you are on the hunt for a real estate agent to list your house, I'd love to apply for the job, and you can reach out with the contact information at the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch everyone on the next one.